Hello everyone, hope you all are fine. I am Dr. Bhavna and today I'll be discussing about halitosis, which means bad breath. Bad breath leads to personal discomfort and social embarrassment, and all of us want to get rid of this. Halitosis is of three types: genuine halitosis, pseudohalitosis, and halitophobia. Genuine halitosis is the true halitosis, means when you actually have a bad breath. And pseudohalitosis is when you don't have bad breath, but you feel that you have a bad breath. It is just your imagination. And halitophobia is when you have been treated for genuine halitosis or you have been diagnosed with pseudohalitosis and still you feel that you have a bad breath. It is your over fear for the bad breath. In this video, I'll be discussing about genuine halitosis. There are various intraoral and extraoral reasons for the bad breath. Coming up to intraoral reason. The most common intraoral reason for the bad breath is your poor oral hygiene. That means when you're not brushing your teeth properly and daily, so there will be accumulation of plaque and calculus in your oral cavity, and also food accumulation can be seen in interdental area, that is the area in between two teeth. And if you are not cleaning your tongue regularly, so there will be coating which can be easily seen on the surface of tongue, which contain lots of bacteria. And if you are wearing denture and you are not regularly cleaning it, if you are suffering from periodontal disease, like if you are suffering from periodontal pocket, so in that case food retention is present in the site of pocket and there will be bacterial growth in this area. If you are having dental caries or you are having dry socket in your oral cavity, so if you are taking garlic and onion in your diet, then you will have a transient bad breath. Your habits like smoking or drinking alcohol, if you are having decreased salivary flow or dryness of mouth, this could also lead to bad breath, which we most commonly encounter at the time when we wake up early in the morning, and this goes away when we take up our breakfast or perform oral hygiene practice like brushing or mouth rinsing. If you are undergoing orthodontic treatment and you are wearing orthodontic braces, so food retention can be easily seen in the site of brackets and bacteria easily grow in these retention areas. Now coming up to extraoral causes. Extraoral causes could be if you are having ENT problem, like if you are suffering from cold or you are suffering from systemic disease like diabetes mellitus, or you are suffering from renal or hepatic insufficiency, or having bronchial or pulmonary disease, or you are having acidity. All these reasons leads to bad breath. If you are suffering from diabetes mellitus, then there will be ketone odor from your breath. And if you are suffering from liver disease, then you will have sulfur odor from your breath. And if you are having kidney failure, then there will be fishy odor from your breath. Now coming up to its management. Brush your teeth twice daily and properly. Clean your tongue regularly, either with the help of toothbrush or tongue scraper. To clean the interdental area, use dental floss. And there are various antimicrobial agents present in the form of mouthwash like chlorhexidine, chlorine dioxide, stannous fluoride, triclosan-amine fluoride, essential oil, baking soda, and hydrogen peroxide. Out of these, chlorhexidine is the best one as it has a long lasting effect of 12 hours. The concentration of chlorhexidine in the mouthwash should not be more than 0.2%. Otherwise, this will lead to unpleasant taste and there will be staining on the teeth and tongue, and you will have temporary reduction in the taste sensation. And another one is essential oil. Its effect lasts up to 3 hours. Listerine is the mouthwash which contains essential oil. To use the mouthwash is to water ratio should be 1:1. That means if you are taking 1 cup of mouthwash, so you have to take 1 cup of water and do mouth rinsing with it. If you are suffering from periodontal disease, like if you are suffering from periodontal pocket, or you're having periodontitis, or you're having furcation involvement, then in that case you need to consult your dentist. And if you're having calculus in your oral cavity, then get your scaling done. Visit your dentist after every 6 months, and if the need be, get your scaling and other treatment done. If you're having dental caries, then get it treated as soon as possible. Otherwise, this could lead to serious complications like pain, abscess, or space infection. Now coming up to some home remedies. Drink lot of water to avoid dryness of mouth. Saliva has a cleansing action in the oral cavity, so you can have sugar-free chewing gum as it stimulates salivary flow. Citric acid promotes salivary production, so you can have citric food in your diet. Chew few seeds of cardamom and fennel. This helps to mask up bad breath. Baking soda has antimicrobial properties, so you can use it in a form of mouthwash. Take a cup of water and add a tablespoon of baking soda in it and do mouth rinsing with it. Cinnamon contains cinnamic aldehyde, which is an essential oil, and this has antimicrobial properties, so you can use it as a mouthwash. Take a tablespoon of cinnamon powder and add it to boiling water. You can also add bay leaves and cardamom to it. After straining the solution, let it cool and use it as a mouthwash. Chew few sprigs of mint, cilantro and parsley. This also helps to mask up bad breath. Chew few pieces of clove. This also helps to mask bad breath. If you like my video, then subscribe my channel so that you get updated with my more health related videos. Namaste.